Welcome and thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports as we get ready to go with our Saturday night pre. And now the Los Angeles starters. Jackson out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Edwards. And for Seattle, we've got Murray. And it's Mikan in at the 5, down low. So Seattle will get the first possession. And as the regular season winds down, some teams must be concerned about their seeding, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. For teams still on the bubble, just getting into the postseason is the concern. For the top teams, seedings are huge. They want as many home games as possible.
On the wing, Tatum, defended by Thompson. The basket counts, and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
The pure skill and agility of Tatum on full display. To be able to beat the foul and still get his bucket.
Seattle on offense. Out to Thompson. Hey, from beyond the arc. They get it back. Outside Murray. Pass to Stoudemire. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Supersonics head coach had a few moments to share with me. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Guys?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Vicious finish by Tatum. These coaches love when he's aggressive.
Seattle has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Stoudemire. Shoots over Jackson. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Here's Maravich, guarded by Edwards. Pass to Mikan. Now Murray. Fires for 3. Goes back up. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Seattle shooting their first free throw of the night. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
Over to the left wing. Maravich, the pass to Stoudemire. Shoots over Jackson, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Lakers have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Yeah, great read by Tatum there. Recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
Murray passes to Thompson. The rebound by Jackson. The Lakers lead by 3. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Fires the 3, connects from downtown.
Wow, Jackson Jr. lightning quick.
I think many would say Jaren Jackson Jr. has an incredibly complete game, Coach.
Yeah, offense, defense, no room for complaints, B.A. Rebounding, he has the tools to dominate, but the numbers are still coming around. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Edwards looking for an opening, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim, Anthony Edwards.
Outside Murray. Pass to Maravich. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Maravich has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, it's so difficult to outsmart Edwards as a defender. He'll just come right into it.
Anthony Edwards at the line for 2.
I'm watching it too.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
I seen this
Well,
good.
you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Pass to Sohan. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Inside. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Seattle trails by 8. Right side, Williams. Sohan outside. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Well, that's where Sohan flourishes. He likes to take his work inside.
Tatum passes to Edwards. And a miss there on the triple.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Maravich. And here is Williams. Seattle move the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Matherin. And he can't get that one. The Lakers lead by 6. A minute 4 left in the first. Sohan with a rebound. The Supersonics have got 6 of 14 in so far. Pass to Stoudemire. Here's Sohan. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Screen by Antetokounmpo. And he converts the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
Here's Sohan. It's good.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Edwards. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Here's Williams. The Lakers with a rebound. Oh, look out! Wow!
Are you kidding?
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. The Lakers on top, up by 10. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
Well, I've also really loved watching them connect from the in-between area. I mean, they're finding ways to do damage consistently from there.
They've got Williams, and it's Mikan in at the center position, locking down the middle. And for the Lakers, Powell is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis, and it's Lewis in at the 3. Los Angeles leading by 6. Powell serving the D. To the middle. To the paint. The rebound by DeBusschere. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to Matherin. The 3 ball. Here's Mikan. Oh!
Wow!
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam.
Oh, go around.
Tipped away. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Slow.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Lewis passes to Simmons. Just 5 on the clock. Driving to the basket. And slam dunk by Simmons.
And showing off his IQ right there. Simmons keeps things simple in pick and rolls and takes what he sees.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And the Lakers with some changes. Eason's checked in for Walsh. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Ben Simmons. Outside, Williams. Outside, Matherin. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Outside, Eason. The rebound by DeBusschere.
Come on.
Seattle trails by 4. Matherin passes to Williams. And that one's good. Williams has got 6 here in the quarter.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Right side, Irving. Porzingis with a screen on Matherin. Back to Irving. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Oh, that's good.
Now here's Williams. He's covered by Wells. There's a screen. Williams passes to Matherin. Shoots from the elbow. Porzingis grabs the board.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
Back to Irving. It's tipped. And here comes the break. Matherin passes to Maravich. It's stolen by Irving. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Lewis. Williams defending. 6 to shoot. Here's Irving. The putback. Matherin with a rebound.
They did me dirty.
And here's Matherin. He'll bring it up for the Supersonics. They've only given up 2 points this quarter.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Irving up top. Williams defending. Eason, good. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
And it's a completely new group for the Lakers. Murray against Simmons. Pass to Maravich. Tatum pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 4. And here's Edwards. Give him 8. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
He's built like a linebacker, Edwards is. So tough to stop.
Both good from the line that time. Seattle has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Simmons against Murray. Pass to Maravich. Clock at 6. There's the block.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is disengaged defensively. Excellent job coming up with the block.
Hold on. I'm going to give you some bad
Tatum
work.
against Murray.
Some bad work. Oh, backward. Backward. Oh,
Up top,
backward.
Tatum. He's got 5. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Well, hauling in that board, Thompson giving his guys second chance opportunities.
Here's Tatum. Pass to Edwards.
Oh, get out the way.
There's
Come on.
53
Oh.
seconds left in the first half. The shot off that time. Out to the right wing. Here's Stoudemire, defended by Jones. Fades back.
No.
Tatum pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 4. Edwards finds Tatum. 20 seconds left to play in the half. Tatum on the drive. And a nice finish on the layup. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
Off the bounce, Tatum has so many different ways he can take you.
Yeah, we over there. We over there. Harass him. Harass
Murray
him.
looking around.
Harass him. Harassment.
Can't hit from in close.
Look at that. Oh.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. More 2K action in just a moment.
I'm in the playoff. You keep on telling me I'm in the play.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details.
Well, they're executing well, and that's been the difference.
Yeah, they know where their bread is buttered, and they go back to it over and over again. And now, as the regular season marches on, here's how things look in the West as we near the final stretch.
Yeah, taking a look at the Lakers, they've been just solid at times, and at other times they've been awesome. Fun team to watch when everything's in sync. Are they a true championship contender? We'll see.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
We've got Asar Thompson, and it's Murray in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Jordan Ott as we begin the second half. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Jackson. Three-pointer off the mark.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And you have to love the two-way ability of DeJounte Murray, Coach.
Well, Brian, when you have someone that big and athletic in the backcourt, it's a huge advantage. Murray is also highly skilled. He is an impact player.
The Lakers lead by 6. It's stolen.
You bitch.
Outside Murray. Tries it from 16, and it's good for 2. He's got 5.
Well, that can be a tough range, but Murray made it look routine.
Outside Edwards. Edwards attacking, and Edwards slams it in.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
The shot by Stoudemire, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Murray for 3. The Lakers with a rebound. Tatum's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Edwards. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. into the lane. Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson's ability to both dive to the rim as well as pop out for a jump shot makes him an excellent partner in the pick and roll.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. So are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties, and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Back to you guys.
Now you just want a fair fight. All right, Allie, thank you. And for most NBA teams, the draft is the best path to acquiring an NBA superstar. But it's not enough to get that high pick. You've got to get that one right, Stan.
Absolutely, B.A. And look, some of them are easy. Some of the top picks just stand out, and they're really, really easy. But some of them are very, very difficult, and especially as you move down even to the third, fourth, fifth, sixth picks. And the guys that hit on those are the guys that end up with the stars.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Yeah, 2 tough points from Murray. He's got some grit to his game.
Tatum with it. 10 points for him. Outside Edwards. And he drives in. Ooh, the agile Edwards gets by.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Here's Maravich, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Maravich has got 6.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
Seattle pulls it in. Right side Murray, pass to Mikan. Here's Maravich. Thompson, a screen on Edwards. Out to Thompson, clock at 4. Off target from three-point range. In transition, here they come. Maravich, the pass to Mikan. And Seattle tacks on 2 more.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Oh, he's a menace in the paint. Antetokounmpo.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like...
Pass to Thompson. Shakes him. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
Well, their shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And you also have to respect the pride they take in playing defense. They've been able to get some takeaways because of their activity level.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Maravich. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Edwards. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Call for the Lakers.
Both teams will make substitutions. Free throw no good for Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Count that one. Give him 8 points now.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Maravich. An easy 2 on the layup. Maravich has got 8.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
56 seconds left in the third quarter. Driving in. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Jeremy Sohan.
Shooting for the Lakers, number 4.
No good on the free throw. Jones, he's checked in for the Lakers. And he's good on the second. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Boykins. Pass to DeBusschere. Over Eason. And the shot falls short that time. The Lakers lead by 16. There's the triple. Seattle pulls it in. Williams passes to Boykins. Back to Williams. Here's Boykins. Now here's Matherin. Beyond the arc. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big-time finish to the quarter.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Lakers. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be back at on display for the Lakers. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And it's Seattle with the ball, trailing by 13. And so in the game for Los Angeles, we've got Kristaps Porzingis. Powell is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Jones in at the small forward. Powell outside. Porzingis with a screen on Matherin. Takes a 13-footer. Powell's shot is off. Seattle shooting 41% in this game. Matherin passes to Williams. Here's DeBusschere from downtown. Jones grabs the board. Powell against Matherin. And it's Powell off the drive. And Powell with the stuff.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Seattle trails by 15. Right side Matherin puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance. Back.
To-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. And it's Simmons missing.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Parker passes to Williams. Outside Matherin. Pass to Mikan. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Snatched away. And here's the fast break. Here's Matherin. And he drops it in from the low post. Matherin's got 5 points now this quarter.
You saw the play unfold. Matherin got out ahead on the break.
And the Lakers with some changes. Lewis has checked in for Eason. And it's Jason Tatum in for Jones. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. And Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose, and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Down low. Here's Mikan. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Pass to Tatum. Shoots over Matherin. And it's Tatum missing. Seattle trails by 10. Here's Maravich. Six to shoot. There's the drive. Seattle needs to get off the shot here. Mikan, no good.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Oh, look at Tatum going to work inside.
Yeah, the closer Tatum gets, the easier it is for him. His touch is just so good.
Outside Matherin. Pass to Mikan. Over Porzingis. Mikan, that's good.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Here's Tatum. And Tatum fires one home.
What a move by Tatum. Finishing strong at the rim.
And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Here's Stoudemire from the inbound. Offensive rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
Got to appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis. Rolling with purpose after setting the screen.
Here's Maravich. Guarded by Edwards. Antetokounmpo with a rebound.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Yes, sir!
Well, just another night in the office for Jason Tatum. We've come to expect big games from him. He is that special.
Here's Maravich.
Number 4. First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for Seattle, Pete Maravich, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
And stolen by Murray. 1:51 left to play in the fourth. Here's Maravich. Cleared away by Edwards. Tipped. Here's a pass to Tatum. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Tatum inside. And that's in.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Lakers.
I was really impressed with their attitude today, Graham. Competitive game, they battled through every step of the way.
And B.A., can you say big-time effort and energy? I mean, just a tremendous performance. They were well-deserving of this win.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year. And what a huge performance it was for Jason Tatum.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
absolutely want to add to what's already a big lead.
No question, BA. No reason to let up. Just keep playing your game.
And the Lakers call time here. 35 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. .32 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Powell. Mathurin with a steal. Here's the break.
Yeah, this is the kind of pressure Mathurin puts on defenses. He forces them to compromise.
Second team foul. At the line for Seattle, Benedict Mathurin. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Mathurin. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Giannis, an impressive performance. Talk about what this game showed you about your team.
This game was great. I think everybody came out ready. Everybody played great. We were moving the ball and knocking down shots, but most importantly, we were playing great defense. But at the end of the day, it's just a win. We got to build off this. We got to go back to the gym, watch film, and get better.
It's just one piece of a greater goal. That's right. Thanks, Giannis.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA.
What's up, Mr. Magic?
I'm not gonna say what's up if that's not saying my name right.
What's up, son?
What's up?